Hey guys, it's Stephen from HDQ Chartered Accountants, and today I just wanted to explain how do you read your business activity statement or BAS. It really amazes me the amount of business owners that still can't do this despite running $1 to $5 million turnover businesses. So here you go. So what are we actually reporting on a BAS? The main items are goods and services tax, pay-as-you-go tax withheld, and pay-as-you-go tax installments if you're on the system. So the first thing to understand is the GST Accounting Method, which can either be cash or accruals. So this basically determines when is the income or expense reportable on the BAS. So let's say, for example, sales. If it was on an accruals basis, then you would have to report on the BAS when you raise the invoice. But if it was on a cash basis, you don't report it until the cash is received. So we often see a lot of small businesses, they opt for cash basis because a lot of the time they receive payment after the service has been rendered. So the main numbers you need to understand on here is firstly G1, which is the total sales, and then 1A, which is your GST on your total sales, and your 1B, which is the GST on your expenses. So when you make sales and you have to pay the ATO, which means amounts you owe the tax office at 1A, and when you have paid GST and you're eligible for a credit, that would be 1B, the amounts that the tax office owes you. And the net would be payable. In this scenario, there hasn't been any wages paid, so there will be no tax withheld on those wages. But often, say for example, this company paid total salaries of $10,000. In W1, we would put in $10,000. And in W2, we would put the tax withheld on that $10,000. So whether it be $2,000 or $3,000, what you would have to pay is just the W2 and the net GST. So a lot of the times, nowadays, if your GST turnover is less than 10 million, you'll only see G1, 1A, and 1B. That's called a simplified BAS. So for quarterly reporting, when are the deadlines? So it's pretty straightforward. At the end of every quarter, the month after, on the 28th, if you've got a tax agent concession, it's due a little bit later than that. So it's a pretty simple concept, but I always encourage all my clients, you need to understand what you're paying, when you should be paying it, because how can you go and just sign every quarter and pay an amount that you don't even understand? Thank you.